Oi, oi, guys. It's actually Wednesday morning. Up and at me, out here doing it. And I wanted to put a little video out there because I've been processing a lot lately. I've been doing some heavy work in my own therapy lately. And the processing has been happening. Things have been firing off, like some anger and some sadness and anxieties, and you know, it all comes in, right, guys? But it's recognizing. I want to talk about the processing part because it's recognizing that things are there that's happening, and not just pushing them off to the side and brushing them under the carpet, but knowing what things can affect you. If you're in the process of processing, and there's certain situations you know that may upset you. For example, let's say you have been working on your own anger, and you've got into an argument or something with a family member, or there's been disagreements and it's upset you, and then the best thing to do is not keep on engaging in the same process that's been causing you some of that anger. If there's been a big blowout, there's a process going on within you, and the processing part is the looking at it and not engaging in the very thing that's going to keep throwing the wood on the fire, or if it's really bad, the fuel, the gasoline, right? Because all you're doing is fanning the flames, guys. That's all you're doing. So it's a question of questioning yourself. What is it that I need right now? What is it that I would prefer to do or choose to do over what the mind's telling me and is going to push me in the wrong direction? Because things just follow suit. If you don't put that pause, guys, and you don't give that gap and you don't look at it, you're continually going to be feeding. Your mind's going to be feeding you shit. You're going to start getting loads of negatives. You might be in some guilt, blaming self, beating yourself up over something, blaming another person. As soon as you get around them, your anger's starting to go again. There's processing that goes on. That processing can take some time. As you get better at it, you get a little quicker. But don't rush the process. And keep turning up to your appointments with your guides, your therapists, your whatever. Because that's where you're going to figure out the pieces parts as you're processing. Have yourself a pen and a pad near you so that you can write things down as they come up. If you can remember them, great. But if there's a lot going on, there's a lot kicking off around your head, just grab a notepad on your phone and just jot it down real quick, so that next time you go into your sessions to get the help for yourself, it's going to help the person that's helping you to figure things out. So the process is important. The processing, I should say, is important. And let me slow down a bit here, otherwise I'm going to catch people up and it's going to be crazy with the video. But you know, the processing part is important. It's getting in touch with self and finding out what's going on here, what's going on with your body, feeling it in your body. What's the thinking doing? What's the emotions coming? If you have emotions, start looking at what the thoughts may have been or what the things have happened in front of you. Not all the time you can put your finger on it. You may wake up really mad and really out of it. Process it. Start asking the questions and feeding some, giving yourself some decent feedback, and start looking. But don't get wrapped back up into the thing that's the very thing that's causing it. If you have to give space, and give the space until you work you out, figure out, let the other person know, I'm processing here. I'm going to take her. Might be a little quiet at times, but you know, I know I went up to who I, you know, which was within the house, and I went up to my wife because it was something that was happening, and basically said, hey, listen, I've got some anger. I don't want to, you know, I want to process this, figure it out, so I might be a little quiet, and that lets them know. Then you're not using silent treatments. So hope that helps, guys. Do the processing. Stay the course, guys. Namaste.